Nearly 2 decades ago, they brought the legend of Troy to the screen, warriors, kings, and queens whose faces have become iconic. Brad Pitt as the mighty Achilles, Eric Bana as the righteous Hector, Diane Kruger as the captivating beauty of Helen. The performances are legendary. But there's one battle no one can win: time. Who still retains the aura of an invincible warrior? Who has changed beyond recognition? And who has left us forever? Come explore Troy 2004-2025, all cast, then and now, where you will see who still reigns as a god, who has transformed beyond belief, and who has passed away forever. Watch until the end, because one actor's story will blow your mind. Vincent Regan, born on May 16, 1965, took on the role of Eudorus, Achilles' loyal right-hand man, at the age of 39. A fierce warrior and trusted commander of the Myrmidons, Eudorus not only showed absolute loyalty to Achilles, but also maintained the discipline and fighting spirit of the army. He was one of the central figures in the invasion of Troy, demonstrating loyalty and courage in every battle. Born in Wales, Vincent Regan did not have a smooth career path. He struggled with small roles throughout the 1990s, often being rejected in auditions. To support himself, he worked many manual jobs outside the film industry. However, his passion for acting helped him persevere, and it was not until Troy that he was truly recognized. The role of Eudorus helped him establish his reputation, opening up opportunities to participate in blockbusters such as 300 and Clash of the Titans. Despite his career progress, Vincent's personal life also faced many challenges. He married Amelia Curtis and had 3 children, but the pressures of work and unstable career periods caused his family many difficulties. However, he continued to persevere in his career, gradually asserting himself in the film industry. Currently, at the age of 58, Vincent Regan is still active in the acting field, maintaining the image of an actor specializing in strong and emotional warrior roles. Briseis, played by Rose Byrne in Troy, is a female character who plays an important role in the relationship between Achilles and Agamemnon. She is a Trojan prisoner of war who, after her city is attacked, becomes Achilles' prize. Although initially treated as a possession, she gradually forms a special relationship with Achilles. Briseis is a symbol of suffering and sacrifice, and is the driving force behind Achilles' changes in actions and thinking, especially when she is taken by Agamemnon. Rose Byrne, born July 24, 1979 in Sydney, Australia, was 24 years old when she starred in Troy. She has had an impressive acting career with roles in films such as 28 Weeks Later, Bridesmaids, and X-Men First Class. As Briseis, Rose Byrne brings a vulnerability but also determination and strength to the character, highlighting the complexity of the character in a tragic situation. Rose Byrne's personal life has not been without its ups and downs. She has had a number of high-profile relationships, including with co-star Bobby Cannavale, with whom she has a child. Despite the fame and pressures of the entertainment industry, Byrne has always kept her personal life relatively private. Now 45, Rose Byrne continues to act in films and television shows. Sean Bean, born April 17, 1959, took on the role of Odysseus, the wise and resourceful king of Ithaca. At the age of 45, Odysseus was not only a brave warrior, but also a trusted advisor to Achilles, always trying to keep the Greek alliance together in the war with Troy. With his sharp intellect, he was the one who proposed the plan to use the wooden horse, a tactic that helped Greece win the final victory. Born in Sheffield, England, Sean Bean had a simple childhood and planned to follow in his family's footsteps in the welding industry. However, his passion for the arts led him to London's Royal Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, RADA, where he honed his acting skills. Sean Bean's career did not start out easy. as he struggled with supporting roles on British stage and television. His big break came when he was cast as Richard Sharp in the Sharp series, which brought him widespread recognition. Despite his many successes in his career, Sean Bean's personal life has been full of turmoil. He has gone through 5 marriages and several divorces, with his private life being tumultuous due to emotional scandals. In addition, Sean Bean is also famous for the curse of the role, when most of his characters have tragic endings on screen, from Boromir in The Lord of the Rings to Eddard Stark in Game of Thrones. Currently, at the age of 64, Sean Bean continues his acting career with diverse roles, from television to cinema. Nathan Jones, born August 21, 1969, took on the role of Boagrius, a notorious and fierce warrior of the Trojan army at the age of 34. Boagrius was portrayed as a strong, powerful, and fearless opponent, serving as one of the main fighters in the battle between Troy and the Greeks. Boagrius's on-screen presence left a strong impression on audiences thanks to his massive physique and powerful fighting style. Born in Australia, Nathan Jones was originally a bodybuilder and later turned to professional wrestling. He quickly made a name for himself thanks to his impressive physique and extraordinary strength, becoming a prominent name in the international wrestling scene. However, Nathan's life and career were not always smooth. After retiring from wrestling, he had difficulty finding acting roles, partly because his appearance was too distinctive and did not fit the main characters. However, his film career took off when he entered the Hollywood film industry, with roles in action films, including Boagrius and Troy. Now, at the age of 55, Nathan continues to pursue his acting career and contributes to sports and action films, showing that despite his wrestling peak, he is still a notable name in the entertainment industry. Who are you most curious about in their current lives? Guess which familiar face is coming. There are many more surprises in the sequel, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Julian Glover, born on the 27th of March 1935, took on the role of Triopas, the king of Thessaly, at the age of 69. Triopas was a powerful ruler, but in reality, he did not want to see the death of the warriors under his command. He did not share Andromache's desire to own all of the land and was determined not to let the blood of his warriors be shed in vain. Triopas had the courage to accept defeat, which showed the patience and determination of a leader in difficult situations. Julian Glover, born in England, has had a long and prolific acting career, highlighted by his roles in major motion pictures. Before Troy, he had many notable roles, especially in works such as The Empire Strikes Back and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. However, his career journey was not always easy. Despite his outstanding acting talent, Julian Glover still faced difficulties in maintaining leading roles in major projects. Many times he could only take on supporting roles, but these roles still helped him build a long-lasting career. Regarding his personal life, Julian Glover had a happy marriage with his first wife and had children. However, his fame and acting career have often affected his family time. Currently, at the age of 89, Julian Glover is still remembered by audiences for his classic roles and the lasting influence he left on the film industry. Patroclus, played by Garrett Hedlund, is an iconic character in the Greek epic and Achilles' best friend. Born into a noble family, Patroclus has always stood by Achilles, not only as a friend, but also as a spiritual brother. In Troy, Patroclus is resilient and determined, always trying to protect his best friend Achilles, despite knowing that he cannot compare in terms of fighting ability or power. However, his sacrifice in battle, when he replaces Achilles in the battle and dies at the hands of Hector, is one of the most tragic moments in both the film and the Homeric epic. Garrett Hedlund was born on September 3, 1984, and was only 20 years old when he joined Troy. Despite being a young actor, Garrett showed maturity and sophistication in the role, highlighting Patroclus's loyalty, deep friendship, and sacrifice. However, Garrett's career path has not always been smooth. Despite a promising start with roles in major films such as Tron Legacy and On the Road, he has struggled to maintain his career. His later projects have not been as successful as he had hoped, and he has had a difficult time finding suitable roles. Now in his 40s, Garrett Hedlund continues to be involved in the film and television industry, with new projects, although big, impactful roles like Patroclus have not come his way as often. Orlando Bloom, born January 13, 1977, took on the role of Paris, Prince of Troy, at the age of 27. Paris is the second son of King Priam, who is handsome but lacks courage. When he falls in love with Helen, wife of King Menelaus, he accidentally starts the Trojan War. During the war, Paris is not as brave a warrior as his brother Hector, but he is the one who shoots the arrow that kills Achilles, creating a pivotal moment in the battle. Born in Canterbury, England, Orlando Bloom showed an early passion for the arts and studied drama. After his breakthrough with The Lord of the Rings, he continued to achieve success with Pirates of the Caribbean and Troy. However, his career gradually slowed down after its peak. Orlando's personal life has also been turbulent. He was married to supermodel Miranda Kerr and had a son, but the two divorced in 2013. He is currently engaged to singer Katy Perry and has another daughter. At 48, Orlando Bloom continues to act and is active in charity work, especially with UNICEF. Nestor in Troy, played by John Shrapnel, is one of the most important characters in the Trojan War. He is the closest person to King Agamemnon, with a sharp mind, always knowing how to give wise advice and knowing how to say the right words at the right time. Nestor is not afraid to confront the king and make a convincing argument, although this is sometimes not easy. The character of Nestor shows resilience and ingenuity in maintaining peace and helping allies. John Shrapnel, born on April 27, 1942, in London, England, has had a long career in film and theater, with impressive roles in films such as The Silver Falcon and The Hunting Party. However, his career has not been without challenges. Despite being recognized for his talent, Shrapnel has had difficulty finding prominent roles after achieving success in a number of major works. The early decades of his career were not always smooth sailing, and he had to go through a long struggle to prove himself in the competitive film industry. Shrapnel passed away on March 14, 2020, at the age of 77, leaving behind an impressive legacy of deep roles. Hector, in the movie Troy, is one of the most prominent and beloved characters. He is the Prince of Troy and a staunch warrior, loyal to his family and country. Hector, played by Eric Bana, is not only a great hero in war, but also a symbol of honesty and morality. He is the only one who can confront Achilles in battle, and Hector's actions are always humane and full of family affection. Despite being a great warrior, he always worries about his family, especially his wife Andromache and his son. Eric Bana, born on August 9, 1968, in Melbourne, Australia, is now 56 years old. He has had a remarkable career, not only in film, but also in television. Before entering the film industry, Bana was a comedian, and his career took a successful turn when he started taking on roles in major films. However, Bana's career has not been without its difficulties. He faced fierce competition in the Hollywood film industry and did not always receive the opportunities he desired. Bana has also experienced challenges in his personal life. After marrying Rebecca Gleason in 1997 and having 2 children, he has managed to maintain a stable family life while maintaining his career. In recent years, Bana has continued to participate in major film projects and has received admiration from audiences and critics. Thetis, in Troy, is the mother of Achilles and an important figure in Greek mythology. She is a sea goddess known for her unparalleled beauty and power. Thetis is portrayed as a loving and caring mother to her son, Achilles. She is always afraid for Achilles' fate and constantly advises him to stay away from war because she knows that war will lead to his death. However, despite her love for her son, Thetis cannot interfere with Achilles' predetermined fate. The role of Thetis is played by television and film actress Julie Christie. Julie Christie, born on April 14, 1940 in Cheshunt, England, she has had an illustrious career with many impressive roles in films such as Darling, Dr. Zhivago, and Afterglow. Despite her success, she has also faced ups and downs in her work and personal life. Julie Christie was once in a famous relationship with director Derek Jarman and went through difficult times in her personal life. She not only faced the harshness of the film industry, but also had to find a way to balance her career and family. In recent years, she has appeared less on screen, but her outstanding roles still leave a deep impression on the audience. Currently, at the age of 84, Julie Christie is still considered one of the greatest actresses in the history of cinema. Did these familiar faces make you emotional? Don't look away, because the next part will reveal the most surprising changes from the appearance to the real life of the Troy actors. Get ready. Agamemnon in Troy is one of the key characters in the Trojan War. As the king of Mycenae, Agamemnon, played by Brian Cox, is a strong and ambitious leader. He is the head of the Greek alliance in the Trojan War, but also a man with shady and sometimes cruel decisions. In the film, Agamemnon is not only a brave warrior, but also a leader with great ambition, willing to sacrifice those around him to achieve his goals. However, he also shows a lack of humanity in his leadership, especially when he decides to sacrifice his daughter Iphigenia to gain the support of the gods before the war begins. Brian Cox, born June 1, 1946 in Dundee, Scotland, is one of the veteran actors in the film and television industry. He is known for his versatile acting skills and has been recognized for his impressive roles in films such as Braveheart, The Bourne Supremacy, and X-Men 2. However, Brian Cox's career has not been without its difficulties. He has had to fight fierce competition in the film industry and sometimes had to wait a long time for notable roles. Brian Cox's personal life has also had its ups and downs. He has been married twice and has 3 children. For a long time, he was quite private about his personal life. Now, at the age of 78, Brian Cox continues to act, most notably in the television series Succession, where he portrayed a powerful and ruthless father. With a career spanning over 50 years, he is one of the most beloved and respected veteran actors in the film and television industry. Achilles, in Troy, is one of the most legendary figures in ancient literature and is played by Brad Pitt in this film. He is an unparalleled warrior, possessing extraordinary strength and courage, and is said to be unbeatable on the battlefield. However, Achilles is also a complex character, with a high sense of pride and sometimes blind decisions, such as refusing to join the initial battle because of his conflict with Agamemnon. He shows resentment and refusal to bow to authority, but also has moments of weakness, especially when faced with the death of his best friend Patroclus. Brad Pitt, born December 18, 1963 in Shawnee, Oklahoma, was in his 40s when he starred in Troy. He has built a huge career in film, with prominent roles in films such as Fight Club, Ocean's 11, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Despite Brad Pitt's successful career, He also faced difficulties in his personal life, especially his relationships with Jennifer Aniston and later Angelina Jolie. His marriages and divorces attracted a lot of public attention, but Brad Pitt always maintained his career and continued to participate in major projects. Currently, at the age of 61, Brad Pitt is still one of the top stars in Hollywood. He not only continues to act, but also participates in production and directing, with notable successes in recent years. Priam, played by Peter O'Toole in Troy, is the king of Troy and the father of Hector and Paris. He is an experienced and dignified leader, but also filled with tragedy and pain as he witnesses the devastation of war and the deaths of his sons. Priam represents the image of a loving father and a devoted king, always wanting to protect his country and family. The scene where Priam begs Achilles to return Hector's body is one of the most touching moments in the film, showing the weakness and boundless love of a father. Peter O'Toole, born August 2, 1932 in Connemara, Ireland, is one of the greatest actors of the 20th century, best known for his role in Lawrence of Arabia. O'Toole was 72 when he starred in Troy, but still brilliantly portrayed the depth and grief of Priam. Despite his prolific career, he received numerous awards and nominations throughout his career, but his life was not without its difficulties. O'Toole faced challenges with his health and personal life. Despite his marriages and struggles with alcoholism, he remained an icon of the acting industry, respected for his talent and dedication. Peter O'Toole passed away on December 14, 2013 at the age of 81, leaving behind a great artistic legacy for world cinema. Tyler Mane, born December 8, 1966, took on the role of Ajax, the giant and powerful warrior of the Greek army, when he was 37 years old. Ajax is a brave warrior, known for his overwhelming strength and absolute loyalty to Agamemnon. In battle, he is not only an invincible fighting machine, but also shows a fierce warrior spirit, ready to rush into bloody battles to protect his comrades. Born in Saskatoon, Canada, Tyler Mane does not come from an artistic family, but once pursued a professional wrestling career. With a tall body, 2'6", he competed under many different names, most notably when he was active in WCW in the early 90s. However, injuries forced him to give up wrestling and turn to acting, a path that was not easy. In his early years, he was only given small roles in B-grade action movies. It was not until he joined X-Men as Sabretooth that he gained some recognition, and Troy helped solidify his reputation for playing tough warriors and villains. Tyler Mane's personal life has also experienced many ups and downs. He was married to Jean Gortz, but later divorced, and later remarried actress Renee Geerlings. Despite the difficult period in his career, he still did not give up his passion for acting and continued to participate in many action and horror film projects, notably playing Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's Halloween series. Currently, at the age of 57, Tyler Mane still maintains his film career and continues to leave his mark in the action and horror film genre, becoming a familiar face on the big screen. Glaucus, played by James Cosmo in Troy, is a seasoned Greek warrior. With over 40 years of service to King Priam, Glaucus is a respected figure, respected for his loyalty and extraordinary fighting ability. He has participated in many battles and overcome many challenges with King Priam, and therefore can be considered one of the veteran warriors, always ready to dedicate himself to his homeland. James Cosmo, born on May 27, 1948 in Scotland, was 56 years old when he joined Troy. He is a veteran actor with a career spanning over 50 years, appearing in many major films such as Braveheart, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and Game of Thrones. Cosmo's career has not only stopped at cinema, but also expanded to television, where he participated in many outstanding projects, making a strong impression with strong and authoritative roles. James Cosmo's personal life has also been full of challenges, especially when it comes to overcoming difficult times in the film industry. However, thanks to his talent and constant efforts, he has risen to become one of the most beloved and veteran actors in the industry. Currently, at the age of 76, James Cosmo continues to participate in film and television projects, affirming his name and position in the industry. The stories from Troy live on, no matter how much time passes. The actors, who brought real emotions to millions of viewers, have now moved on to new chapters of their lives. How many characters from the film do you recognize now? Comment below. If you find this video interesting, click like and leave a comment about your favorite character or moment in Troy. Don't forget to follow the Hollywood Inside 1960s channel so we can continue our journey of discovering other classic works. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.